Hi guys, welcome back to Guru Beauty. I'm Jodie and I wanted to share with you my favourite top picks from MAC Cosmetics. I not so recently posted a video showcasing all of my MAC foundations, and many people contacted me after that video letting me know that they were a little bit intimidated sometimes at MAC. There is such a wide breadth of products that are available, despite the fact that I love my girls and guys at MAC Cosmetics, the makeup artists that work there. Many people have told me that they are intimidated by makeup artists that work at MAC. I understand that. I've been in some MAC stores where I can definitely relate to that. There's a bit of an edge to the MAC makeup artists. So if you are interested in MAC Cosmetics, I just wanted to make this video so that you can have a few things to sort of head in and look for and maybe ask about, and from there you can learn a little bit more about that product for you or products like it or things that might suit you a little bit better. I love watching people's MAC starter kit videos, so this would certainly double as a MAC starter kit video, but here in Australia I hesitate to suggest any kind of MAC starter kit because 2 to 3 products starts racking up into the triple digits here. So I'm not going to call it a MAC starter kit video. I'm going to just call it my MAC top picks. So starting with the face, here we go. MAC does make some fantastic foundations. They cover the whole range of light to full coverage and just offer so many, and that's often what can intimidate people when they're going into MAC. But I will include a link to my MAC foundation video down below. Some people do complain that MAC foundations break them out. I've never had that. I really like a lot of MAC foundations, as you'll see in the video I'm posting a link to down below. But I am just going to show you my top pick, and it is the foundation that I am wearing, and it's the MAC Matchmaster. It does have SPF 15. I am wearing it today and I really like it. Just definitely a medium coverage, but buildable in a beautiful way. It does last throughout the whole day. For me, it's kind to my pores. I've got this in 3.0. It's a really nice shade for me, and I just find it sort of the nice in-between between MAC Studio Fix Fluid, MAC Pro Longwear. It lasts a long time. It's a really nice coverage and I really like the finish of it. So the Matchmaster is definitely my pick of the MAC foundations, but I love many of them. Have any questions, post them down below. And then this is another nice product that MAC makes. There are a lot of liquid highlighters available from drugstore right through to high end, but I do want to mention the MAC Strobe liquid lotion. They make this in a liquid lotion and also a cream, so depending on whether you're oily or dry, you can sort of choose which formula is better for you. The liquid lotion comes in a nice little pump, just like their foundations, and this is more suited for the oilier complexions. The Strobe cream is probably better as a more rich formulation for drier skin. You can apply this under your foundation where you want some illumination. You can mix it in with your foundation, or like I did today, I applied my foundation with a beauty blender, then squirted 1 squirt of that onto my hand, and just with the beauty blender sort of went around where I want some illumination. And I've gone over that with a powder, so what you can see on my face is not just the Strobe liquid lotion, but just gives your foundation a really nice healthy finish. I will also mention the MAC Fix Plus. This really has a cult following from MAC. They call it a skin refresher or finishing mist. It will help my makeup stay looking nicer longer versus not spraying anything at all. I do think there are some drugstore options available, and if you're looking for something to help your makeup stay all day long or to really help inhibit oil, there are better products than this available. This, however, though, does have therapeutic benefits for the skin. It's just a really nice refreshing spray. I take this with me in a travel bottle and I'll spray my skin in the middle of the day. Helpful particularly after a powder touch-up as well. And I will generally spray my face every day after setting with powder, and this is a nice one for that. There are also lots of videos out there about alternative uses for Fix Plus. Marlena from Makeup Geek, she sprays it in her hair. People use this for all kinds of things. I do also use this if I'm applying any powder products wet, like eyeshadows or brow powders or anything like that, even powders to my inner corner, pigments, loose mineral shadows. This is a really nice product to spray on your brush and then apply the powder in a wet fashion. So nice and versatile. Onto the face powders. This is my favorite face powder of all time. This is the MAC Studio Fix powder, and sometimes you will see it called the MAC Studio Fix with foundation powder. Same product, I'm told. I wear this in C3. I've applied this with a beauty blender over the Matchmaster foundation just to really set. It does definitely provide more coverage, so I really like this when I want a full coverage. I apply this over the foundation to help finish and set everything in. I find that it does provide decent oil control, really nice finish, Absolutely, absolutely love the Studio Fix powder. It does come in a compact with a mirror and does flip down with a sponge. You can see I've never used that sponge, but I will use either a brush to buff it in or a sponge like a beauty blender like I did today. You can use that wet or dry as well. So the M.A.C Studio Fix, definite thumbs up. Onto powder highlighter. This also definitely has a very large following. This is the M.A.C Mineralize Skinfinish in Soft and Gentle. It's a beautiful highlighter. It's a sort of champagne-y colour there. You can see there it's got a marble effect, so every one that you get is going to be a little bit unique, but it's got that perfect combination between sort of pink and gold highlights. You can see it there. It's coming off probably pinky champagne-y in the monitor. I am wearing that today. It is very, very pigmented, so you can definitely apply this too heavily very easily. I applied that with a really loose fan brush today, and I love this. I have a lot of powder highlighters, but this is definitely up there with my absolute favorites. I have 3 blushes that I want to share. They're a really nice formulation that have sort of an average lasting power, I would say, but they apply really nicely. The first one, I am wearing it today as my contour. It's natural, it's beautiful. I would say this is my very, very favorite powder product for contouring. This is the M.A.C powder blush in Harmony, and you can see there for my skin tone, which is between an NW25 and an NC30 depending on the product and the time of year. It's just gorgeous. I absolutely, absolutely love that product. It's better than any other bronzer I've ever used. You can see there it's just a very, very nice shade. I love Harmony. If you get a chance to pick that up, I love it, love it, love it, love it. This would be one of my favorites. This one here is the powder blush in Peachykeen, and I just find that it wakes up my complexion. It's not too obvious, and it's not too matte, not too shimmery. It's just a really nice shade. You can see it just there next to Harmony, and I am wearing that on my cheeks today as well. Last powder face product that I wanted to let you know about is a Mineralize blush. I'm not sure exactly what the difference is between these and the Mineralize skin finishes, but the Mineralize blush that features among my favorite MAC products is the one in Warm Soul, and Warm Soul is just beautiful. It's like a pinky bronzy shade with a bit of shimmer, as you can see there, and really, really nice with a tan. Really nice summer product. Next to the Peachykeen, you can see it's just a little bit peachier, a little bit of a shimmer there. You can probably see it if I hold it a little bit further away from the light. So we've got the Harmony, we've got here the Peachykeen, and then that is the Mineralize blush in Warm Soul. Gorgeous. I would say a lot of people could wear Warm Soul. Not really an obvious blush, but with the slight shimmer, it just warms up the complexion in the most beautiful way. I do use quite a few MAC brushes. The one that I wanted to mention to you today that really I haven't found a perfect dupe for is the 217. This is the cleanest one that I have. So the red handle is from a holiday collection, slightly different quality to the permanent line, but this is what the 217 looks like. It's a really versatile brush. The shape of it makes it appropriate for patting on color, wet or dry, but then also the way that it's tapered and the way that it's got a sort of thin end and then a fat end makes it really appropriate for blending out outer creases, blending out edges of cream products, blending into the crease, creating outer V's, and even using under the eye as well. This is also a really nice brush for blending in concealer under the eye because of the size of it. So the 217, if you're going to get one brush from MAC, I would start with the 217. It's absolutely a beautiful, versatile eye brush, and you can pretty much do a whole look with just this one brush on your eye. Okay, onto eye colors. The first one I want to mention is a MAC pigment. MAC makes some beautiful pigments, and you get a lot in these little jars. This jar here is going to last you an entire lifetime. This one is my pick in the shade Vanilla. Vanilla is a shimmery gold that's absolutely stunning. You can wear it on the eyelid, you can wear it as a highlight, so you could apply that to your cheekbones, wherever you want to bring light. You can apply it wet and dry. I applied this in 2 ways to my eye today. I started with a fluffy dome brush, and before I put on any shadow over my primer, I just went from lash line to brow bone just to give it a really nice shimmery base for everything else to sit on top of. It is a nice brow highlight if you don't mind some shimmer in there. I've also applied it wet onto my inner corner today. Absolutely love Vanilla pigment. It is a beautiful product. This one you will see makeup by Tiffany D using all the time, as well as many makeup artists on YouTube. This is the MAC Paint Pot in Painterly. This is a fantastic base to apply to your eye that's going to serve 2 purposes. First of all, it's going to blank out any colour that you have on your eyelids, so that any colour that you apply onto your eye from there has a nice clean canvas to start with. So if you have broken capillaries, if you have redness, if you have darkness, anything on your eyelid, blank it out with this. It's like a concealer for your eyelids. And then the second thing that this is going to give you, it's going to help your shadows stay on all day. It's a nice creamy formula. I've had this for a long time. It hasn't dried out. It's 5 grams in here. It's going to last you a long time. And I love many of the M.A.C paint pots, but the other one I wanted to show you is one that we don't see a whole lot of here on YouTube. This is the one in Indianwood, and it's a beautiful gold bronzy shade. You could wear this on its own and it is just a beautiful finish. You can see just there. Beautiful, just on its own on the eye or as a colour base. Paint pots are just a beautiful product from M.A.C and I thoroughly recommend them. The last eye colour products, because I couldn't pick just one, I filled out a M.A.C quad just to show you some of my top picks for eyeshadows. So I've got them in quads, but I think in the Australian retail stores you can only get the single eyeshadows in the little clamshells, so they have their own lid that snaps shut. You can depot, look for that on YouTube. There's plenty of videos out there, pretty easy to do, and I will definitely have to make a separate video with my favourite M.A.C eyeshadows because there are so many. If I had to pick just 4 as my top picks, I would choose Shroom, Soft Brown, Satin Taupe and Woodwinked. So these are the 4 shades here across my hand. This first one is Shroom, and it's just got the most beautiful finish to it. It's not matte, it's not shimmery, it's just this beautiful sort of surreal sheen to it. Fantastic on the lid, a beautiful subtle brow bone or inner corner highlight. I love Shroom. I think that was one of my very first eyeshadows. Soft Brown is a beautiful shade for a simple neutral look all over the lid. It's a beautiful blending out shade though. You'll see me talk about it all the time for a crease shade. You could use just Shroom on your lid, Soft Brown in your crease and be done. You can blend out colours as a transition, so if you've got a dark shade on your lid and you want to blend out to a light brow bone, Soft Brown just gives you a beautiful diffused finish from one shade to the next. It's lovely under the eye just to blend out a pencil for a nice natural finish. Love Soft Brown a lot. Woodwinked is just the most beautiful gold shadow I've ever seen. I love it. I'm wearing that on my lids today, sort of on the inner half, and then you can see in my crease is the Satin Taupe. Satin Taupe is a taupey shade. It pulls different on different complexions. You can see it's quite purple on my hand there. It can be grey, it can be purple. Goes really nice with Woodwinked. I am wearing Woodwinked on the inner part of my lid and then Satin Taupe there in the crease area. And then the last eye product that I wanted to mention to you is my favourite gel liner of any that I've ever tried. Yes, there are some nice decent gel liners out there and I have tried many, but this is absolutely unsurpassed. This is M.A.C Fluidline in Blacktrack, and Blacktrack is just a very black gel liner. I have had this for a long time and this has not dried out. It's still just as creamy and wet as the first time I bought it. You get 3 grams in this little glass jar. It's going to last you a long time. I use this today using an angled eyeliner brush on my upper lash line. I use a pencil to apply it to my tight line, to my waterline. If you wanted a really dark black eyeshadow base on your lid to put another color on top of, it serves that purpose beautifully. I love this gel eyeliner and it's my favorite of all time. Well worth the money. If you have not tried M.A.C Fluidline in Blacktrack, you've got to try it. Okay, and the very last M.A.C product that makes my top pick lists is the M.A.C lipstick in the shade Hue. Hue is what I'm wearing today on my lips. It is a beautiful shade. It looks like not much there. Even swatched, it looks like not much there, but I love it on the lips. It is just a lovely natural pink with a beautiful finish. I love it. It's the perfect nude lip. Hue is often out of stock at the M.A.C store, so if you are after it, be patient if they don't have it. They do sell a lot of it and it will be coming soon. So that's it. They are my top picks from M.A.C Cosmetics. I hope that helps you at your visit to the M.A.C counter or the M.A.C store. Definitely let me know down below what your favorite M.A.C products are. I would love to hear about that. Thank you so much for watching. Have a beautiful day and we'll see you again really soon. Bye.